Gonna turn the lights out.
Hey everyone, this is Natasha from MakeupInSFC. Welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do an all e.l.f. tutorial or an all e.l.f. demo. e.l.f. has been one of my favorite brands ever since I started using makeup. Because it was so inexpensive, it was easy to choose products that I really wanted to try and play with without feeling so bad about paying for it. I have my favorite products and I have the products that I didn't really care for. Over the years, after trying a lot of e.l.f. products, those have slowly come with me as I've decided to delve into the other brands of the universe. But there are a few favorite things that I really love from the brand that I would highly recommend to anyone. And it just goes to show that you don't have to spend an arm and a leg to pay and use these products. So the first thing that I want to go over are brushes. Brushes from E.L.F. have been some of my favorite, all-time favorite. And they have really expanded their range since I started using E.L.F. So back in the day, they used to have like very simple makeup brushes, like a complexion brush, fan brush. They've had, you know, a standard blush brush. Hello. But since then, they've expanded their range and they've gotten a flat contour brush. They've gotten an E.L.F. stippling brush. I think actually this was something that was standard. Another one is a kabuki brush. All the face brushes are very beautiful brushes. They've lasted a very long time. Some of my E.L.F. brushes have lasted almost 5 years. And that's just through careful washing and care of the brushes and how you dry them. Oftentimes what I find people complaining about is that the ferrule will break from the handle, and that's standard if you don't dry your brushes downward or you let the water run all the way down, and that deactivates the glue. And so that's what I see happening, but for $3, I don't always feel bad buying another brush just because they're $3. But if you do take care of them, they do last a very long time. Their eye brushes are good, except the brush that I feel like they don't have, and you'll see in my demo, is something that is a fluffy tapered brush like this. This is the Sigma E40 MAC 224. This type of a brush where it has that flexibility to really buff out color, I think is lacking from the range. Some brushes that I do love from the range are the dollar brushes. They have some really good brushes that I think are things that you could use in your collection all the time. Flat shader brushes are really good. Little blending brushes like this little one right here are good for right under the eye to buff out color. The spoolies are really good. I love the spoolies from their dollar range. The only thing is, unless you buy them from the website, I usually find them only in sets, but that's fine. Another one of my all-time favorite dollar brushes are their concealer brushes. Well, it's a flat eyeliner brush, but I use it for concealer to clean up brows. And then their $3 brushes are good too because they're synthetic and they're soft. So these are some of the brushes that I enjoy. The concealer brush is one that's good. This angled contour brush I like to use to set powder under the brow. This one is what I hoped would have been my 224-esque brush, but it's actually small and good for really good contour work. Another thing that I really like from the range is their mineral. This is their mineral booster in bronze, and I've always liked this. It's a nice color. It's a very tan color, so if it's something that you are fairer in skin, it may not work the best for you, but with a light hand it could work. But this mineral bronzer has lasted me a very long time, and it's a nice shade. Another thing I like from the brand is their primers. Their primers don't last forever on me, but they are good primers. So my mom really likes this one. This is the Lavender one. It's for brightening. I personally like the Radiance one, but not for all over the face. I use it for the perimeter of my face. I actually use this every day with my Cover FX primer just because this one's good for 5 to 6 hours. But for me, for someone who works and I don't really like to touch up, I would like something that lasts a little bit longer. So this doesn't work the best on me, but it's really good for smoothing and creating a good base for your foundation. I didn't like this BB cream, and I don't know if this one has gone off, and I don't know if it expired or something, but like there's oil buildup right here. And when I applied it to my face, it didn't really make it so that it ever set. Like, I don't know what it was about it, and it's very oily, and that's not something I probably would wear on a daily basis. The eyeliner, this is the $2 eyeliner. I didn't use this in the tutorial or the demo, but this is a really good eyeliner pen that's only $2. I do like this quad. This quad is a blush palette that I gave my sister. It actually has very nice pigmented colors. I used it on my cheeks today, and I also used it on my eyes. So this is something that I definitely recommend. Something that I liked and have always liked is the golden bronzer, and this is what I used to highlight my face today. This I have loved for years and years. I got it and I've given it to my mom, to cousins. I really like it as an all-over highlighter, and my mom also uses it as a bronzer over her matte bronzers. But for me, I used it for my inner corner and I used it for a highlight on my cheek, and it's really, really nice. Glitter glue is what I used for my eye primer today. I didn't use a primer from E.L.F. Usually I would use the Wet n Wild primer from Fergie, but this will do. It creates a nice base for the eyes, especially if you're using something with shimmer. These smudge pots are amazing. You don't need to put eyeshadows on top of them. They have great pigmentation on their own. They remind me of a moussey texture, and they're really great on their own, and the color payoff is amazing. And these are only $2. Never liked this brow duo. I've never liked any of the colors. I've never liked how it works. I don't like it. But something that I did like, and something that I remembered using mid-demo, is that I used to use the brown coffee liner from, I think it's a gel liner. No, it's just a cream eyeliner. I used to use this for my brows, sort of like during the beginning of the dip brow hype. Before I made the leap to Anastasia, I practiced with this cream eyeliner, and that's what I used for my brows today. The only thing is it pulls a little red, so I think, E.L.F., if you're listening, your next step is to make some kind of cream brow product, because I think that's where it's at. Another thing that I've always loved, and you've seen in my videos, is the E.L.F. HD under eye setting powder. That's what I used under my eyes today. This is really good, except too much of it can cause a reflective sort of thing in flash photography, in case you're always in flash photography. The last thing I think that I really loved are actually the lashes. The lashes are $1. These are the natural ones, and as you know, fake as they feel, they're a little more rubbery as opposed to some of the natural hair ones that you will find in Ardell or Eylure or anything like that. These are really good, inexpensive, natural looking lashes. Like, I use these. They were easy to apply. You could trim them in case your eyelids are shorter, but for me, I didn't have to. And I mean, they're inexpensive and they're good practice lashes. So overall, I love the brand, and you're gonna find hits and misses no matter which brand you use, and E.L.F. is one of them, and these are the ones that I like. So I really hope that you enjoy this demo and sort of quick rundown of the brand, and I will hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!